General Hospital will reveal information for the next 2 weeks, from March 10 to March 21, 2025. First, in Buenos Aires, tension hung thick in the air as Valentin felt the weight of impending danger pressing down on him. His luck had carried him far, but he knew it wouldn't last forever. Standing in the dim glow of the fading sun, he watched Charlotte intently, committing every detail of her face to memory. There was an unspoken fear in his gaze, a father's silent realization that he might not be able to protect his daughter much longer. He had spent so long keeping her safe, shielding her from the world's darkness, but now, the darkness was closing in on him. Anna and Jason had been tracking his every move, relentless in their pursuit, determined to bring him in. But they weren't the only ones. The WSB had also tightened their grip, ensuring that no escape route remained unchecked. Valentin had survived countless threats before, but this time was different. This wasn't a game he could manipulate to his advantage, it was a manhunt, and he was the prey. Every step he took was calculated, every breath measured, but no matter how carefully he moved, the walls were closing in. Meanwhile, Jason and Brennan remained steadfast in their mission. Bringing Charlotte home to Port Charles was their top priority, and they would stop at nothing to ensure her safety. Yet, doing so meant facing Valentin head-on, forcing a confrontation that could spiral out of control. And lurking in the shadows, unseen forces played their own games, threatening to shift the balance in ways no one could predict. As night fell over Buenos Aires, the final pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. The chase was nearing its end, but the outcome remained uncertain. In this deadly game, one wrong move could change everything. Second, meanwhile, Lulu refuses to back down from the ultimatum she gave Brooke Lynn, standing firm in her decision. No matter how much Brooke Lynn might hope to keep the past buried, Lulu is determined to see the truth come to light. As a result, Dante is destined to learn about his second son, whether through Lulu's persistence or an unforeseen revelation. The secret that has remained hidden for so long is finally reaching its breaking point, and once it's exposed, it could change everything for everyone involved. Later, Dante will turn to Chase, confiding in him as he processes the shocking truth. Their conversation suggests that Chase, too, may have his own realizations to confront. With emotions running high, Dante will struggle to come to terms with the fact that he has another child he never knew about, while Chase will find himself caught in the middle of a situation he never expected. Their friendship may be tested as the weight of these revelations threatens to shake their understanding of the past. Up until now, Chase has been completely unaware that Dante is the biological father of the child Brooke Lynn gave up for adoption. However, that will soon change. The truth has a way of surfacing, and as Chase receives an unexpected update on the situation, he will be forced to reassess what he thought he knew. This revelation may not only impact his relationship with Dante but could also bring unforeseen complications to his dynamic with Brooke Lynn. As the pieces start falling into place, the consequences of past choices will finally come to light. Third, there will be plenty of drama unfolding at the Quartermaine estate, so all eyes should be on Tracy as she takes drastic action by calling the police to have Drew and Martin arrested. Tracy has never been one to back down from a fight, and this time, she's determined to see her enemies face consequences. However, the situation may not play out as she expects. With tensions running high and allegiances shifting, there's a chance that Drew could turn the tables, leading to an unexpected outcome. Instead of being the one hauled off in handcuffs, Drew might just find a way to have Tracy arrested instead. No matter how the situation unfolds, one thing is certain, Drew won't escape the fallout unscathed. Carly will unleash her full wrath on him, furious over the choices he has made. Her anger may not be limited to his latest legal troubles but could extend to personal matters as well. If she learns that he encouraged Willow to move in while Michael was still in the middle of his recovery, she won't hesitate to call him out. Carly has always been fiercely protective of her family, and she won't take kindly to anything that disrupts the fragile balance they are trying to maintain. Despite the rising tension, Willow will rush to Drew's defense, standing by her belief that he is a good man being unfairly targeted in Port Charles. Her unwavering support for him will put her at odds with those who doubt his intentions, but she won't back down. However, Drew has been keeping some dark secrets, and the truth won't stay hidden forever. When those secrets finally come to light, Willow will be forced to face a harsh reality, one that may shake her faith in Drew and leave her questioning everything she thought she knew. Fourth, until then, Portia will make a desperate plea to Curtis before working to cover her tracks. The pressure weighing on her will only intensify, especially as secrets begin to close in around her. With everything she has fought to protect hanging in the balance, she will have to act carefully to avoid exposing the truth. But no matter how much she tries to stay in control, the walls are beginning to close in, and one wrong move could send everything crumbling down. Meanwhile, Rick Lansing will deliver some devastating news, which could leave Portia feeling like she has no other choice but to comply with Drew's blackmail. If she is being backed into a corner, she may see this as the only way to protect herself and those she cares about. However, making such a dangerous deal will come with risks, and Portia could soon find herself tangled in something far more dangerous than she ever anticipated. As the situation spirals further out of control, Portia's actions will have lasting consequences. She may believe she is doing what is necessary to keep her family safe, but in reality, she could be walking into an even bigger disaster. If Curtis discovers what she has been hiding, their already fragile relationship could be pushed to the breaking point. And with Rick's news adding another layer of uncertainty, it's only a matter of time before everything she's trying to bury resurfaces in the most explosive way possible. Fifth, alongside Lucas, he will cross paths with someone intriguing, setting the stage for an unexpected but potentially meaningful connection. With Lucas on the verge of a fresh start, this encounter could mark the beginning of something special. It's already known that he is about to find himself in a promising new romance with a handsome stranger, which might serve as the perfect distraction after his failed reunion with Brad. With his past heartbreak still lingering, Lucas may be hesitant at first, but this new chapter could finally offer him the stability and happiness he deserves. Meanwhile, at Crimson, Nina will find herself charmed by Jeffrey Beckett, a wildlife journalist set to make his mark on the magazine's upcoming nature and travel series. Their interaction on March 12 will be lighthearted yet full of subtle flirtation, with Nina seizing the opportunity to show off her charisma. Though she has been caught up in plenty of personal and professional turmoil recently, Jeffrey's presence might provide a refreshing escape, one that allows her to indulge in a bit of fun while navigating the ever-changing dynamics of her life. As Ava arrives at Crimson seeking Nina's help, she will also find herself engaging in conversation with Jeffrey, adding another layer of intrigue to the mix. With his arrival shaking things up, these interactions promise to bring an exciting energy to Crimson, giving both Nina and Ava a chance to interact with someone outside of their usual circles. Whether Jeffrey's presence leads to something romantic, professional, or simply an entertaining diversion remains to be seen, but his guest appearance is sure to make an impression. Sixth, other General Hospital spoilers reveal that the bond between Elizabeth and Lucky will continue to deepen, rekindling old feelings that neither of them may be fully prepared to face. As they spend more time together, nostalgia and unresolved emotions will begin to surface, creating an undeniable tension between them. The connection they once had still lingers beneath the surface, and as Lucky grows stronger in his recovery, the possibility of a romantic reunion will become harder to ignore. With Lucky potentially regaining his strength, the question arises, will Liz find herself tempted to take things to the next level? The history they share is complicated, filled with love, heartbreak, and years of distance, but the spark between them has never truly faded. If the moment feels right, Liz might struggle to resist the pull of old desires. However, just as they start to rediscover what they once had, an unexpected interruption could derail everything. Regardless of how things unfold, their plans will ultimately be disrupted. Whether it's hesitation, an outside force, or an untimely interruption, something will prevent them from fully rekindling their romance. Aiden's unexpected arrival could serve as the turning point, pulling Liz's focus away from Lucky and reminding them both of the reality they must face. As much as their hearts may be drawn to the past, life has a way of intervening, forcing them to confront whether they are truly meant to be together, or if their moment has already passed. 7th, back to Carly, she will take a step back to reassess her feelings, possibly reconsidering whether Jack Brennan deserves another chance. Despite all the turmoil in her life, Brennan has remained a lingering presence, and Carly may find herself drawn back to the idea of rekindling what they once had. Whether it's nostalgia, attraction, or a genuine desire to explore unfinished business, she will be faced with a crucial decision, one that could redefine her romantic future. The question remains, can Brennan sweep Carly off her feet and convince her that they should try again? His charm and persistence might be enough to wear down her defenses, but Carly has never been one to rush into anything without careful consideration. After all, she has been burned before, and trust is not something she gives away easily. If Brennan can prove he's worth the risk, she may be tempted to follow her heart, but there's always a chance that old wounds and lingering doubts could hold her back. Meanwhile, Trina will receive a special birthday gift, one that could hold deeper meaning than she expects. The most likely source of this thoughtful gesture is Kai, who may take the opportunity to make an impression and show just how much he cares. Whether the gift is sentimental, extravagant, or symbolic, it's bound to leave a lasting impact on Trina. If Kai is looking to strengthen his connection with her, this could be a key moment that brings them closer together. However, with so many emotions and relationships at play, Trina's reaction to the gift may determine where things go from here. 8th, for Christina, General Hospital spoilers indicate that she will demand answers, unwilling to accept vague explanations or half-truths. She has been growing more confident in standing her ground, and this time, she won't let anything slide. As she pushes for clarity, Sonny will find himself backed into a corner, forced to confront the reality of his situation. With his health becoming an increasing concern, he may have no choice but to address it head-on, especially in front of Christina. Sonny is expected to make a confession, and while he might be honest about his heart-related issues, the weight of his admission could still send shockwaves through his loved ones. Christina has always seen her father as an unstoppable force, but witnessing his vulnerability may shift her perspective in ways she isn't prepared for. As Sonny navigates his health struggles, the question remains whether he will take the necessary steps to protect himself or stubbornly insist that he's still in control. Either way, Christina won't let the matter rest until she gets the full truth. Meanwhile, Lois will be sent into a panic when Martin's medical records are leaked, exposing private details that could cause serious complications. Though Martin will attempt to reassure her that Gio Palmieri's name was never included in his notes, Lois won't be able to shake her growing concern. If sensitive information is being exposed, it raises the question of who is behind the leak, and whether Gio could somehow be caught in the crossfire. With so many moving pieces, Lois will remain on high alert, determined to protect her loved ones at any cost. Finally, during the week of March 17th to 21st, Brooke Lynn and even Dante may start pressing Lois for details about the adoption, putting her in an increasingly difficult position. As curiosity grows, Lois will find herself under scrutiny, struggling to keep certain information buried. No matter how much pressure she faces, she will remain determined to protect the truth about Joe's biological parents for as long as possible. However, secrets have a way of surfacing in Port Charles, and the longer she keeps quiet, the greater the risk of an unexpected revelation. Meanwhile, Jen Sidwell remains a dangerous wild card, with a deadly plot unfolding in the shadows. It appears that he has a sinister plan in mind. One that involves using a dagger to commit murder and framing Alexis for the crime. With precision and calculation, Sidwell is taking the necessary steps to ensure that Alexis becomes the perfect scapegoat. As his scheme gains traction, the threat against Alexis will grow stronger, leaving her unknowingly walking straight into danger. In the coming weeks, Sidwell will continue moving forward with his intricate plan, possibly undergoing further surgical procedures to manipulate his appearance or deceive those around him. Whatever his endgame may be, it's clear that Alexis is in for serious trouble. With her name poised to be linked to a crime she didn't commit, she may soon find herself fighting to clear her name while trying to outmaneuver an enemy she never saw coming. More chaos is on the horizon, and Alexis will have to stay one step ahead if she wants to avoid becoming Sidwell's next victim.